On Snowball Earth, the surface is scoured by wind and crawling with deadly predators, but underground we can find refuge. Welcome everybody, my name is Ryan and this is Vintage Story Snowball Earth. We are back and we are most definitely underground today. Picking up from our last episode, we are a bit farther north of our normal base location, and if you did miss that previous episode, check the playlist linked in the description below because it was a pretty exciting episode. We got a few unwelcome visitors back by the homestead, so what we've done is decide to kind of set up camp here at this underground location. I haven't abandoned the home yet or anything like that, but there happen to be some really good readings of magnetite in this area, and that's the best clues we've gotten towards finding iron. So like I said, we're going to spend some time here. I've got a little stack of firewood. We do have some food with us. I've got my basket with berries and stuff, so we can come back here. These will be good for a few days at least. And that's going to be really the limiting factor here because I've got some tools as backup. We've got an extra pickaxe right here, but I plan on not leaving this area until our inventory is full of magnetite ore. So what we're going to do, instead of exploring the caves, because this cave system is rather big, and whenever there's fog above ground, it really just like inhibits visual. So I'm going to just start sinking shafts instead. So by that I just mean we're going to go straight down. It will use a lot of ladders, but of course I can venture up to the surface occasionally when we need it and just grab some sticks and whatnot. We're not too far below ground at this point, but yeah, sometimes straight shafts are just the best way instead of weaving in and around all these caverns. So let's get started, guys. I'm going to find a spot that I haven't quite searched yet, and we're going to get into the dig. Oh boy, well, let me tell you what, it has been quite a digging expedition, that is for sure. I have broken one pickaxe and my second backup is less than 50%, and the best I've done is get another higher reading. So I started to kind of dig in all directions, and we've got an ultra high magnetite. Now I am at 36, so we're pretty low, but what I'm going to do, I've only got 27 ladders. I've already had to go to the surface once and chop down some bushes, so we're going to try a shaft at this position. I'm going to go down a little bit, but then from here also I'm going to go up and just see if we get lucky. But I tell you, with the difficulty I'm having, I am really starting to suspect that this magnetite is not going to occur in like a really large quantity like hematite, but again, I'm still new to, using magnetite or searching for it, so let's just wait and find out. Oh my gosh, well, after all of that digging, I finally found some. Look at that, and let me show you, my durability of my pickaxe is down to 51. I have 0 ladders, but that shaft that we dug, it led me all the way over here to this cavern. Yeah, there we go. So the shaft I dug is right here. I was going up, up, up. You can see we're at level 84, so not actually that far from the surface. But boom, it is just sticking right out of the wall. I am still gonna have to make a trip home. Let's see here. Yeah, and it did mark it on the map too. That's beautiful. We can see right there. I think there's actually a cave system that might lead down here. This is like our initial area where I entered, but I should be able to get my way back here. That's just what I'm worried about, because I'm pretty sure my pickaxe is not going to be able to get all of this out of the wall. But look at that, we just got an X skill. Let's place that. Oh, I got a survival too. I think we'll do increase your movement. Let's do movement speed. Yeah, I like movement speed boost, so that's just a 5% boost overall. Healer's not bad either, but this might actually help us. Well, I mean, they're all going to help, but this could definitely save our life. We'll do that. Now let's go to collecting. Mining, I think. See if additional stonecutter ore miner. Yeah, we need to put a second one in this. Get as much ore as we can. Yeah, okay. Again, I'm not sure about this magnetite. So far it seems pretty good, pretty hefty. It is what, poor quality? Yeah, it's poor quality, so I'm gonna want to get every last bit of this I can, but like I said, we're gonna have to make that extremely dangerous journey back to the house. I brought as much as I could with to this location, but obviously I didn't bring the entire blacksmithing. So we've got to go back and make some more pickaxes and then return. Alright, well, the pickaxe is broken, and I'm just sorting through some stuff that I want to take home. When I was at the surface picking up sticks, I, of course, got a bunch of these little birch seeds. They're pretty helpful. Early game, they kind of make cattails non-essential, but eventually we'll need cattails, hopefully if we get some bees. But this is the basket I'm going to take home. It's got my tools in it, the broken ones, my backup knife. We've still got another broken tool, and we ended up with 52 poured chunks and a crystallized chunk. So we're going to take that home, break that up, and immediately get some of our bloomeries going. In fact, I might just immediately make iron. Well, wait for the iron to finish and then make it instead of going with the bronze. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to have some time to kill. And speaking of kill, we're not guaranteed to make it there in one piece. That's right. I've already stressed that in the last episode we encountered some pretty nasty creatures next to our house. I chased some of them off, but of course, I mean, those T-Rexes, they range kind of far and wide. And it seems like I settled in one of their favorite places, the snowy-capped mountains. So we're definitely going to have to address that issue. You know, might as well just take all this stuff home. Since I've got room in my inventory, let's just pack up. I'll grab this. Grass too. I'll leave one of them down here in case we need more. The sticks can stay. We'll take the bone. Alright, we're ready. Actually, the bone's gonna stay. Grab this because we're probably not coming back to this exact spot. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so here we go. It's not quite nighttime. We got a few hours of daylight left. Let's see. I'm gonna put that... I don't have any food. It's on my back. It's alright. We're just making a beeline for home. So if you're unaware, we live at this little purple shack right here. We've got to make... It's not that far, but there are definitely some predators in between us and there. So let's get moving here. And keeping this stack of dirt in my hands is going to be super critical. In fact, I think I'm going to grab a little bit of this before we go up. It's always good to have more than you need. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Let's jump in. I like to kind of tower up immediately. Okay, that'll give us a better vantage point. Let's see if there's anything nasty around. Usually if you kind of just settle and look for movement, that's what I do. So that's the direction we're headed. So far, it looks pretty safe, but oh boy, looks can be deceiving. So let's recover some of our dirt, and let's go. We got a backpack full of magnetite. Very valuable stuff right now. Our very first ever strike of iron. So let's see if we can make it home safe. Oh my god, thank goodness we made it, and I didn't even see a T-Rex. I think I'm gonna build like a little step so I can see up over this wall here. Maybe a little bit. up like this. There we go, yeah. Get a little height advantage. Because when we left our area in the last episode, there was a T-Rex just down there, literally on the lake. Like when we were watching it, it had kind of wandered into the icy area. I don't see it. Of course, when we leave a chunk, like the, I believe, at least I know this is true for drifters, they will despawn. Oh my god. Yeah, they will despawn. But again, these T-Rexes do seem to enjoy like this, these snow-covered peaks. It's just, so far it seems like where we spot them the most. And obviously, I set my house right on the edge of one. Ultimately, it could be a good thing for us, shockingly as that is, because, I mean, one of the goals, oh, here we go, is to capture and tame a T-Rex. Let me toss a spear at this point. Oh, shit. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, so one thing I was thinking of is we might dig a pit on the other side of the wall, and then when we've got one like this, hopefully we might be able to lure it, into the pit, potentially. Skeleton up there. But another thing, of course, is we can, if we capture some of the eggs, if we come across the nest, which is entirely possible, especially with this one lurking around. There's a couple more, we can grab the eggs. That's going to be the safest way, because then we can build ourselves like a little containment unit, because these T-Rexes are going to take several generations in order to domesticate before we can tame them and ride them. But I think I'm going to go down there and get my thing right now. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to have to go around. I need to put another door in the front, or in the rear, whatever you want to call it. Oh, it's going to be crazy to do this. I've got to whip up some more arrows or something. Oh, it's nighttime. Alright, no more playing with T-Rexes. Let's just get in the blacksmith and set up these bloomeries. Oh god, I've got a fence piece sticking out. Go. Oh, the door is horrible. I am going to fix that too. But don't worry. Like I said, we've got priorities. So let's close up the roof hatch so it stays nice and warm in the house. And boom, it's time to settle in. Like I said, let's just see how much iron we actually get out of this. Alright, we've got the cooking pot bubbling away. I'm going to make up a couple of servings of stew, but while we wait for that to cook, let's get in here, grab our hammer. I'm going to use up the copper one first. Let's just see what we got. Ooh, okay. I mean, it's not a lot. Of course, it was poor quality, so not a big surprise there, but let's get these things immediately stuck in there. So, yeah, this is going to fill up one bloomery, and that's it. I think that's what I'll do, is just a full one. I'm not going to do a partial. That doesn't always work well. Yeah, it's probably just going to end up being mostly a waste of charcoal. So we should get, what, I think 6 blooms of iron from this. So we're talking 6 ingots total. I mean, definitely going to turn like 2 of those into pickaxes, and we'll just see what else. Alright, so that's lit. It is going to take a while, so we're going to have to kind of hang out around here for a day or two. Whoops. Maybe I can work on the fence, and of course, oh look at that, I've got myself set up with some extra stuff. But yeah, we definitely need to go below and check on our crops too, so let's see. Oh good, perfect. So the stew is done. Let's grab that. Our first bit of like home-cooked stew. I think I need to set up another run of pottery too. I'm going to make a cooking pot. Where did that one just go? Oh, never mind. I'm going to make a cooking pot explicitly for traveling. So we can have one here and one just in our little backpack. That'll be helpful. Also, I forgot to bring the bed. So I'm just going to put that in there. This is like our little traveling backpack here. But yeah, otherwise we've got to go back. There's still a bit of magnetite there. And there could be more than just that one vein, you know. It shows very high in that area. Yeah. So we're going back for sure to retrieve the rest of it, and I might spend another couple days just trying to extract everything we can out of there. You know, the travel between locations is so dangerous that we have to absolutely make the most that we can. But either way, let me get a few things sorted out, and we're going to pop below and just check out the crops. I think that's probably a good thing to work on next. Okay, here we are at the bottom of the world. Let's step in here. I have not actually allowed the lava to break through. Let's see, it's 51 degrees in the middle of the night. Of course, we're in the summer months, but I think during the winter, if I do break down the wall, let the lava kind of fill this up, I think it will heat this room even more, so we can probably, you know, do some winter growing. We'll see. I'm just real nervous about playing around with the lava. Obviously, it's something that I've screwed up many times now, but let's just see. Okay, yes, the carrots are growing. The rye keeps getting stunted due to the cold temperature. Or no, that's due to the heat. Yeah, stunted due to heat. We've got rice at stage 2, spelt at stage 2. The flax that I've got is still only stage 1. Yeah, same with the onions. But it's just a slow process. Let's see. There we go. Let's get the water. Gonna water these boys. Oh, I also brought some more dirt down here so we can expand in the future. Alright, just gonna make sure everything's 100% because we were gone from these guys for a little while. Alright, looking good. Even our pumpkin plant is over here. Don't want to get too many of those going because they have a tendency to spread out real big. But alright, well, it's not too much excitement, but, you know, it's just literally watching plants grow. So let's get back up to the surface. It's 2 a.m. I think I'm just going to sleep through the rest of the night. Maybe we can speed ahead to when that bloomery is finally ready. Okay, well, I spent the night making pottery, but I wasn't able to fire the kilns because I don't have any sticks. So I've taken the very risky step of coming down here to the lake. I did tower up and kind of just sit for a few moments looking for that T-Rex, but I don't think he's here anymore. And I need to be able to access this area also for that black coal. And don't forget there's fire clay still. So I think we're going to pop down below once I get a stack or 2 of sticks here. Yeah, we'll just retrieve the rest of that coal. I did have a backup bismuth bronze pickaxe, so we're good to go right now, but the bloomery is still working. Yeah, no T-Rexes out here. Oh yeah, there is. He's right freaking there. Man, I want to take him down so much, but I can't. The black hole is like right over there. Maybe we can spook him. Let's get a little closer. Tower up. I've got my arrows on me too. I don't expect to kill him, but maybe I don't have many arrows either. Let's see, just 4. If we can tag him though, it usually scares him. Okay, that went way over. Ugh. Come on, one more. God damn it. Those all fell short. Oh, shoot. He's just standing there sniffing. Maybe we can get him. If I get a little closer, he might notice me and move close so I can hit him with a spear. Let's put one of those in our hotbar. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to retrieve the spears. I don't care so much about the arrows, but these spears are kind of precious. I mean, obviously I can make more. We do have more bronze. I've only got 2 more blocks left. Oh boy, this dirt is so precious. He's kind of looking at me. Come over here, you. I can't get any closer. That's not true. Hold on. We could do something like this. Should be able to step up 2 places. There's 1 more. Where'd the other one go? Oh, it fell. Oh, boy. Yeah, he's still here. Still hanging out. It seemed like when I sat down, that kind of triggered it, which is weird. Maybe it noticed some sort of fox or prey animal too. I don't know, it's acting bizarre. Here he comes. Again, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him with 2 spears, so I don't want to necessarily throw this second one until I see that he's clearing out. Dang it, I should have saved those. Oh, I thought he was going to climb that somehow. Holy crap. Where's it going? Oh, please fall in that hole. Oh, there are a few pits around here. He might fall in that. That would be amazing. Alright, he's taken off. Let's retrieve our dirt. I mean, this is good. He's actually going in a good direction for us. Let's see if we can get our dirt. Okay. He's just chilling. Okay. And they don't regenerate their health, too. That's the animals in Vintage Story will just maintain the same health, even if they sleep. That's something I was never really sure about, but it has been confirmed by the mod author, the dinosaur mod themselves. Alright, there's a couple arrows. Get this dirt in my hand. I would like to... There's another arrow. Let's see, where's that shaft? Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do, we are going to come down just to seal it off, just in case. Get that light going. Oh crap, this isn't the right one. What am I doing? Wait, it has to be. Right? Hold on, where's my pickaxe? Oh man. Let's get this. We're close enough to it. I should be able to just... yeah, there we go. Drop right in. Oh, perfect. So we got the fire clay. This is what we came for here. It says clay. Alright, so I'm going to fill up my inventory with as much of this, and I'll probably grab some of the coal too. Stuff's pretty handy to have this around, but yeah, this clay deposit literally basically made this playthrough possible. But we're still not out of the woods yet. Don't forget, we desperately need to find some oak seeds. And there's only one source of those. That's going to be the tree hollows. Which, you know, we're going to have to go check them again here shortly. We might wait till the next episode since we're so focused on the iron currently. But, yeah, I mean, we need to check them more often than not. At least until we finally get those precious, precious oak seeds. Alright, well, I've got a precious load of some coal, but mostly clay. And there's still plenty left there, too. At least I think there is. It's kind of hard to tell, but let's peek our heads up. Yeah, that was the direction he went earlier before we ducked under. Kinda feel like I'm getting my head bitten off. I think I just saw a goblin. But, alright, let's pop up. I think I can get out of here with this. Okay, there we go. Alright, we got our dirt. Let's get back home. Just making sure... This is a treacherous, treacherous journey. I do have some sticks. I hope it's enough to fill up the pit kilns. Guess we're gonna find out. Oh boy, kind of got distracted, didn't I, by my stick trip, but we'll get some more too. Alright, here we go. I'm super nervous about coming up that hill one day and having like a T-Rex or something literally like right outside. But I think we're okay. Let's get up on the roof. Alright, put that away. Just taking a look here. Trying to really decide what I should spend my next move on here. So let's get these sticks put on there. Like, in other words, should I prioritize making another trip to the mine site? Should I dig that pit that I talked about? Maybe try and actually catch the T-Rexes. Looks like our bloomery base is done. Boom, there we go. Good. Well, I'm so full on stuff. Obviously, the first thing I need to do is just sort out the inventory. So let me do that. And then I'm going to get... Well, let's see. I think then we really do have to probably work on these blooms here. Yeah, for sure. At least got to hammer them out into ingots and make a pickaxe or two. Oh boy, all right. Well, I spent most of the day blacksmithing. I went ahead and whipped up some iron arrowheads, which I think those might be from a mod. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I also made an iron pickaxe that goes into the chest there, a little basket. And I'm also starting to work on some splitter plugs. Of course, these are introduced by the Stone Quarry mod, and to really use those, I'm going to have to make up certain kinds of chisels and stuff, which we'll get into later. But yeah, that's, I think, enough blacksmithing for now. It doesn't take me much, but I start to get sick of it real quick. Let's see, I'm actually out of arrows too, so can't make any arrows just yet. I think I'll still keep them with me. I'm going to have to cool them off in some water. I literally don't have any water, do I? Let's change that right now. We'll make it nice. Whoops. Going up. We'll just put it right here. That's fine. Alright. Drop those. Beautiful. So those are going to cool off. We got to check out here. I'm going to go to sleep, I think, for this evening. We'll probably want to go below ground and then water our plants. But after that, we've got to get back out there and do some more resource collection. Let me fill this up again. Alright, yeah. So I'm going to go below. This time I'll spare you because there's not much to see, just me water and a few plants. And then bright and early in the morning, we got to get out there, do a little bit of hunting. And I might even go ahead and set up an area, try and move the birds here. I'm just going to feel so much better if we can get our little bird pen, close to home. That way we can actually start domesticating, obviously, once the grain finally starts to grow. Alright, I'm out here digging up a little snow. Sun has just come up. I spent a little bit of time on the roof just looking for T-Rexes. That one hasn't left. Oh, it's a relatively safe distance. Remember, we've got to have the chicken coop far enough from the main house that we don't spook the chickens constantly because they need to sit on their eggs. So it's a bit of a risk coming out here, but look at that. There's actually an elephant up on the ridge now. I wonder if we could somehow use that against the dinosaurs, get one of those to fight one of the T-Rexes. I don't even know if that's worth attempting, but let's just get these fences down. Doesn't have to be big, and I'm definitely going to change out this ground. I'm not going to be using ice and snow, but probably just use strewn straw or maybe even wood, some pine planks. But this is a good size. So I did bring, a couple of these. We're going to put a little airlock on it too, so to speak, like this. I have to clear some more of this out, but we're going to go too high. Completely protect them from predators. And yeah, I'm going to have to dig this trench out along the wall. Otherwise, it's only technically one high. But yeah, it's the first elephant. No, it's not the first one we've seen in the world, is it? But it's the first one near the base. The hell is that T-Rex at? I don't like it being out of sight with me. Could be. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, and I really want to get some penguins down so we can make those arrows. I might even make the next couple of ingots we've got into more arrowheads, because our bow is trash, but if we can kind of compensate for that with some really high-powered arrows, God, I don't know, maybe we can take out one of these T-Rexes. That would be amazing. Alright, I definitely need a couple more gates, but this is pretty good. So I can bring them over here and, drop them off safe and sound, which I think we'll do. We're going to make our way to the chicken coop. They're not chickens, but to the bird coop. I'm going to try and grab them. And on the way, we're going to check this tree right here, too. There's a tree hollow on the way to the birds. But, yeah, let me go ahead and empty my inventory and, of course, get my courage up too. That's the most difficult part. Well, looks like that dragon didn't actually leave the area. House is right behind me. But yeah, it's time. Gotta go look for some penguins. Actually need the food and the feathers now. But Gotta be extremely careful, of course, of course. T-Rex is still just down there, but I'm hoping there's no other ones nearby. Alright, the tree hollow we're gonna go check is just down here. I don't think we've checked this cave before. Ooh, let me get this dirt. I need every little bit of soil I can get my hands on. Alright, what do we got? There's a raccoon. I think. Just check behind us. Alright. I think it's that one right there. Dead ahead. Yeah. It's going to put us kind of close to this T-Rex potentially. You scare the rabbit? Alright, let's focus. Let's see, where is it? Okay, there it is. It might be empty. Yeah, it's still empty. We did check it fairly recently, but, you know, we're coming this way, so figured might as well. Alright. Let's move. See if we can get over to the bird pen without getting murdered. Okay, so far so good. It's really not that far from home, but it's definitely too far to really be able to domesticate. And, you know, again, we don't have the grain to seriously do this yet, but... Oh, you know what else? I forgot the baskets. Oh my god, I was so nervous. Yeah, in order to move these birds, I've got to grab baskets. I can just make some with these. I'll get some shears, get some sticks collected, and then we can make a couple out of the birch canes. But, yeah, just the longer we have to spend outdoors unprotected, the more dangerous it is. So let me speed through this process real quick, and we'll try and get these birds back home. Oh my god. They're not here. I swear, I just spent all that time getting a bunch of baskets, and they're not here. I have no idea why they would have despawned. There's not an issue with the light level, unless a predator got in there, but, I mean, if a predator got in with them, it almost certainly wouldn't have gotten out. Man, that is so annoying. What the hell? Risked all that coming out here? Crap. And now I've got 2 baskets I don't even need. Oh, what a disappointment. Well, I mean, like I said, it was a little premature to be thinking about taming birds, but I just wanted to get out here and do it. At least now we've got a pen set up at home, so if we ever get some more caught, we can just move them immediately. But I guess I'll just head out a little bit farther, keep looking for more penguins. Yeah, I think we've got to stock up on our meat supplies, but this could be an interesting place to take a reading with the Pro Pick if I had brought it. But I also think I'm going to go ahead and stock up on some more of this dirt. Maybe just keep going until my shovel breaks. Yeah, but let's see if we can make it home safe and sound, although unfortunately without any birds. Alright, the house is dead ahead, but of course this is still a very treacherous strip of land. That T-Rex could have wandered up from the lake and moved up in here to the hills while I was away, fruitlessly chasing birds that don't exist apparently. I wonder why that happened. Either way, not going to dwell on it. Let's just get over here. Oh. Might be able to get over there and actually fence in that elephant. I don't know, if you give them a wide enough berth, they're not exactly hostile. Yeah, look at that. There's a whole troop of them. Oh, that's amazing. Now, if we do get near their babies, then they will become hostile, so we got to watch out for that. But, man, if we could down one of these elephants, the amount of meat and fat we get from it, I mean, I would probably end up wasting some of the meat, but I could scrabble together and make a mixing bowl real quick, possibly, and turn it into sausage or something. But it's really nice seeing those guys. It's a good change of pace from the deadly dinosaurs, which make up the local neighborhood now, apparently. Oh yeah, but you hear that? That's going to be one of the downsides of having the elephants in the neighborhood, but ultimately I can live with it. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that noise. But man, oh man, That dragon's still around. Of course, we know there's still T-Rexes too, so this is a dangerous area. We've always known that. I think the first several episodes we just we got real lucky not having anything nasty move in, but for right now, guys, we've still got a lot of work to do. I got a bit of food here, so we're okay. I might go ahead and make up the rest of those iron arrows. Like I said, that could really help us turn the tables on some of these big nasty creatures. Maybe actually kill one too. And of course, we've got to return to the hematite strike, get the rest of that stuff. I'm sorry, not hematite, magnetite. I always mispronounce it or call it the wrong name. And after that, we've got to go around to all the different tree hollows. Yep, there's still quite a few of them. But hopefully outfitted with some iron armor, some tools, some iron weapons, we might be able to take on some of these bigger creatures that we just have to run away from at this point. But we won't know until we get there, so make sure you tune in for the next episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.